Oh, welcome back everybody to episode number 10 of Feed the Beast Monster. As always, I am Bunny Vulture, your host on this adventure. So let's continue. I always forget which button to press to get out of third person view. Anyway, to write on to show you some stuff that I've been working on before we get on to what I was working on before, which was the Windmill. Wanted to go ahead and get my farm started that I was working on the other day. The first of which is the Melon Farm. So I took some melon seeds that I had, go ahead and threw down a melon to get it going, and then I've been, taking the melons that I get, converting them back into seeds, and then replanting them along here. And as you know from my other videos, I'm kind of into aesthetics and not just building random stuff, so I've been toying around with the path and everything like that. So I started off with just trying to find a use for limestone. So I thought, well, I'll mess around with some limestone that I have, and I came up with this didn't look too bad to me. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. That'll work for a path. And then I put the I'm like, well, I don't want to have the pumpkins, grow over here, which I'm not sure if they can fall on stone. Probably not. So I probably didn't need the little dirt strip here. But then when I came over here, I saw, oh, I see brick through the dirt. That's not good. So I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. So I thought, well, maybe I can make a half slab or whatnot, and I can do that. No half slabs or micro blocks of the limestone, at least not that I saw. I was running Feed the Beast 1.05 previously in my last video. I've now updated to 1.09 on my world, and I know they recommended a world reset, but I didn't want to go ahead and restart. I had some errors when I restarted, when I logged in today to record, some ID conflicts and whatnot, but being that I'm the only one on the server, or rather I'm doing a single player world, I don't really have to worry about it too much. At least I hope so. When I logged in, my whole base wasn't missing. So, and nothing that I saw right off the bat was missing or messed up. So that's a good thing. So hopefully I don't run into a situation where I got something all screwy. So, if it is, no big deal. I'll move on and rebuild something. Not a big deal. It's only affecting me after all. Anyway. So I thought, well, I want to fix that. So what I decided to do is to find another stone that I could use. And I came up with just plain cobblestone and chisel. And I found, just a regular block. And this one does do slabs. So I'm using the regular cobblestone block, a cobblestone slab, and then a dirt slab, and then a little dirt strip. And I think that turned out pretty nice right there. So I'm going to use this as my little path between each of the farms here and whatnot, and then I'm gonna try and figure out a way to make this melon farm more efficient. Well, my idea was to have the melons grow this strip, go over here, and then this strip grow over here, but I really don't care where the melons fall, really, because I'm gonna have the harvester harvesting the melons. So as soon as wherever they grow, hopefully they'll be harvested right away, and it won't. I've never used the harvester with melons before, so hopefully it just takes the melon and it doesn't take the stem, but we'll see. No big deal. The other thing that I got started over here was just a little self-contained rubber tree farm. I'm actually going to convert this into a jungle tree farm, so I gotta get a bunch of jungle wood, but right now I'm just using it to get some rubber for a short time being. Just threw energy cell on here, and it's just, I got this harvester going right with a diamond pipe. Goes right down here into a planter. So you see here I got it filtered around the rubber saplings to simply just send the saplings down there, and it just sends the planting over here, and then just everything else just going into here. So you can see here I've gotten a decent amount of saplings and rubber wood, so it's probably all I need for the time being. So I'll probably switch this out to a jungle tree thing so I can get some more charcoal, because what I'm going to show you next is kind of what I've been doing in the off-camera stuff. I think I showed you my design for the sugar tree stuff over there, or sugar cane, and then the other farms I haven't really gotten to yet. I've still been going through my magical crops here and getting coal as it gets and whatnot. The other thing I did while I was closing out all the grass from all over the place was I got some additional magical crop seeds and whatnot for a bunch of various new stuff that was added to that mod. Some grape, chili, cucumber, raspberry, what is this? What are you? Blackberry, sweet corn, tomato, and strawberry. So these are still not compatible with Mine Factory related harvesters, I believe. I haven't tried again since I just updated, but they weren't with 105, so I'm not sure if they're compatible with 109 yet. So I've been throwing them in here, and what you can do with these is you can put them all around a nature essence and you get magical food, and that restores 4 hunger and gives you 3 seconds of health regeneration 3, which is pretty awesome. So I think down the road when these can be the magical crops, if they do end up being compatible with the MFR harvesters, these will be pretty cool, giving you a good supply of food. I think this will probably become the favorite source of food. Everyone's going to be having a little green spinach. I'll call it Popeye's food because it kind of looks like spinach, and it's magical food. So anyway, the other thing that I've done is set up a small little power station because I've reorganized my area down there, which I'll show you next. Simply just brought up my aqueous accumulator, put some water around it, threw my steam dynamo on here along with a compression dynamo and my bioreactor. And you may ask, why is my bioreactor here? Why isn't it with my squids? And where's my squids? Well, I got rid of the squids. I just wasn't getting the power generation that I wanted to get out of them, and I think I mentioned in my last video, I was really tired of them like glitching out of the wall, so I think I'm just going to bypass that squid power in that. I think they just changed that, and it's kind of like, I'm not really enthused by it, so I'll use the ranchers and something else, and I'll make a tank with something else. So anyway, I've harvested up a lot of coal from my quarry and whatnot, and just dumped, and also my crops, and I've just been dumping that all in here, using that to power that, and also other miscellaneous bio goodness I've been dumping in here to power this, and simply put it in my hardened energy cell. And anytime I need to recharge one for my AE system or out there, I just go ahead and dump it into here, it charges up, and I'm good to go. The next thing I want to show you is, as you can probably tell a little bit of a difference down here. I've opened up this area. This area used to be real open as soon as you went down here, but I've essentially closed this off into a little sub area here. I used the large glowstone bricks so I could get a lighted floor. And then I've got this little area back here now. I relocated my tanks down to the area over there that I'll show you. Oops. Let's fix that. So yeah, I wanted to relocate everything in a different area. So I didn't want to go behind the tanks and squeeze my AE stuff right there, because I want to build the Mac chamber. I want to have a fairly large one so I can have lots of recipes and stuff like that. Although I'm not sure how large I'm going to make it. I might just make it like a 3x5, or I think, yeah, like a 3 base of 3 and 5 high or something like that. Just a simple little system, because I think I don't think I'm going to use it a lot to like autocraft like everything under the sun. But we'll see. Anyway, I thought a little bit of a different type of texture design. I went ahead and stayed with the stone bricks with the chisel, and also other little designs that I got. Excuse me. Went out and got a couple great wood logs, and killed a great wood tree and got that, and also got some oak leaves and threw some glowstone behind there, just for a little bit of a different look here. Kind of a something different, something unique. All the lights are hidden behind the little panels I got in the ceiling right there from the upstairs floor, so I don't have anything showing and whatnot. Let me know what you think of my little area down here. Right now, again, like it's pretty bare right now, but once I get the molecular assembler chamber, in here, a couple other things I might throw in here. I'm not exactly sure just yet, but it'll pop up here a little bit more eventually. And then down here, I blew up this whole area and moved my tanks down here. So what I did was, since I was go ahead and moving them anyway, I went ahead and made the tank bigger. And what I was doing was, so I went ahead and made the bigger tank, and I transferred. I think I disassembled the this one first because I didn't really have a lot of biofuel, so I just put that into a small little thing, and then I made this guy. I actually made a smaller tank. It was kind of convoluted the way I did it, but anyway, I made a little smaller tank, so I was transferring the lava out of that one into this one, but I still had my endothermic pump in the nether going, of course. So why I had the lava draining out of that tank and going into that one, but in the meantime, the endothermic tank was still pumping lava into that. I'm like, why the hell is this taking forever to, to fill or to drain out of here? I'm like, oh, duh, I have the endothermic pump going. So by the time I realized it, this thing was practically full, and there was still a little bit left in there. So when it got down to it, I think there was still like, I think, what was it now? This is at like 500, was it 5.6 million? I think I was down to like 100,000 maybe lava millibuckets and whatnot in the last tank. So I'm like, I don't really have anywhere to go with that, so I just destroyed it. I'm like, I can get more lava from the nether, it's all over the place. Then I went ahead and built a biofuel tank in here, and then there's only 790,000 in there. Not a lot, and that's a primary reason why I'm not going to use the compression dynamo all that much until I get a little bit better source of bio stuff to go in there. So a few things I've been testing out to get some more resources, so we'll see how that goes. Again, down here I've used the glowstone bricks, and I've went ahead and used a lot of the redwood that I had in chest and whatnot to make the ceiling. I was watching a streamer on Twitch called Cyanide Epic. He's a really good streamer. If you guys watch Twitch at all, I suggest you check him out. He's really cool. I'll put a link in the description for his channel. He plays a lot of, he's a member of the Build Guild, which is a collection of few cool members, and also he plays some, he's got a schedule, I think he pretty much streams every day of various things. He plays vanilla Minecraft and also modded Minecraft, I think on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I do believe, somewhere around there, some type of that schedule. And I just noticed my map's all funky. Oh well, I'll fix that later. But yeah, I was watching his stream, and he was building out a little area on another type of pack of collection of mods called the Mad Pack, and he was building like a big old area inside a mountain, and he was using this glowstone brick. That's where I got the idea. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. I never really thought about using the glowstone brick until I actually saw it actually being used. I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice. And then he was asking his people, the viewers, for what should I do with, he had a plain stone wall for the wall, but then he's like, oh, what should I do for the ceiling? And they were like, oh, use stone and then use brick. And then I threw out the suggestion of, go ahead and use redwood. I think that would look pretty good with the glowstone. He's like, and then he saw that and he was like, oh, that's a good idea. So then he went on this little trek to find some redwood. He ended up finding one of the rogue dungeons, and he had never been in one before, and it was pretty cool watching him go through that. And it was always cool kind of interacting with somebody as something happens and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Again, if you haven't heard of him or checked him out yet, I highly suggest you guys do. He's really cool. Anyway, on to what I was going to continue this episode with is the rotor for the windmill. And what I found out is that there's quite a few of these, and I'm not sure why when I tested this in my world, for some reason, I guess when I was testing the windmill out, I guess I never needed it. It started producing power without a rotor, so I guess I never knew I needed one until I made the video and it just wasn't working. So then I went back in my test world and I put a rotor in, and I'm like, oh well, I'll just make a wooden rotor. Well, that didn't work, and then I put in, I think, the cloth rotor, and that didn't work either. I'm like, oh crap, what do I need? So I think I either need the carbon rotor or the alloy rotor. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll make one of those. So I came back on here and I wanted to get the stuff together so I would be all prepared. So I thought, oh well, I'll make the carbon rotor. That looks pretty good. It's 48 hours. It looks pretty good at about 3.5 million ticks as opposed to the 432,000 for the alloy. Well, I might need carbon plates. Okay, well, make a carbon plate, you need a compressor. Alright, no big deal, I got one of those. Carbon mesh, you need raw carbon fiber. No big deal, I've made a ton of that in previous worlds, like Unleashed and Ultimate and whatnot. No big deal, I know how to make that. So I need some coal powder, coal dust, you know, any amalgamation. Instead of just 2, it looks like it's 3 now. So I went and thought, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and make that, but something appears to be wrong, because when I do that, nothing comes here. So I'm not sure what it is, and I've tried all kinds of different, I went ahead and made some hydrated coal, and that didn't work, and that didn't work, so yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with this recipe right now. I'm not sure what's broken. I'm not really good about going into the configs and finding out what's wrong, so maybe that's just broken. So I think we're going to be stuck with the alloy rotor, which needs the advanced alloy, but that still needs a compressor. It just needs the mixed metal ignite, but it needs iron plates, bronze plates, and tin plates. So it looks like I need 8 of those, and that means 8 of these guys. So 2 of these, so I need this setup times 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the plates together, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we are back. So I've went ahead and made the iron plates, bronze plates, and tin plates, and go ahead and make our mixed metal ignites, and we got 8, which, yeah, that's right. Thought I was off there. Throw ahead and throw in the compressor, and we are good to go. So then I will need a basic, oh, looks like I still need a little bit more iron. So I need 8 of iron. So let's go ahead and make 8 of those. Hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is definitely a recipe that I'm probably going to make, although I'll probably need... Oh yeah, I can make a recipe for a 4-chamber. Yeah, never mind. Not sure what I'm thinking. So go over here, make that like that, and I got a couple leftover plates there, and we are just waiting on the rest of the advanced alloys here. I can go ahead and use this guy and place him in like that. So, in the meantime, while this is finishing up, I'll have the rotor for the windmill going, so that'll be able to charge the, or be able to power the windmill, so that can get it going and start producing lava and whatnot. But I haven't gotten it hooked up to a tank or anything, so I think I'm going to need another ender tank to supply or to throw into the lava fabricator, so I can take all that lava and start putting it in there. Although, since I have a full lava tank, I really don't need to do that right now, since I got all that. But what I will need to make use of all that lava is some more dynamos. But I will need the magmatic dynamo, and that is going to take some Invar. Quite a bit of Invar, actually, because I want to make a lot of that. So I think I will... What kind of a setup do I want to go? I want to make a pretty intense, a couple engine towers. I'm not sure how many I want to make, so let's see. I don't know how much lava I want to send. I don't want to go too crazy with it because I don't have a huge power demand right now. Let me just go ahead and make 5. I think that'll be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and make 5 of these guys. I will need 5 Invar gears, so I need to go ahead and throw you back in there. But I need actually 10 of those. Although I'm not going to get 10. So I need some more Invar, which is Invar Blend and Mimic Height, which I think I may actually have. Oh, maybe not. Magmatic, here, iron, and nickel? No, ferrous. I have ferrous. Now the question is, I've probably turned... No, I haven't. I still have 3 ferrous, 10, some iron, ding, and ding, 3 Invar blend. That's not going to get me very far. let me go ahead and make some more Invar, and I'll be back again. Alright, and we're back. So I think I've made enough of what I needed, so I should be able to go... Oh shoot, what am I missing now? What went there? Oh, the gears. Minor detail. Ding, ding. Perfect. 5 of those, and now I should be able to go through here and find some fluid ducts and find some hardened energy cells. Yeah, so that should be what I need to go for there. The other thing I'm going to need is a way to get the liquid. And actually, one thing I thought of was actually where I have them here somewhere, and I think I made them specifically for this purpose. Yep, Tesseracts. Ta-da! What I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I know this is kind of probably a little bit of a waste, and I'll probably end up switching these out later, is the Tesseracts are become quite more. Instead of having 3 different types, an item, a energy, and a liquid, you can use one for all 3 now, and they can send and receive and do all sorts of cool stuff. So that's probably why they're a little bit more expensive to make now, a little bit more of a pain in the butt making the Enderium dust. But really, for what they do, it's natural. So probably use an ender tank would probably be better, but then I would need some more powder or blaze powder. Well, maybe not. I got blaze rods. How many do I need? I need 2 per tank. Or no, 4 per tank, so that's 8. I do have enough mimicite, I believe. Yeah. Got plenty of this. So let's go here, here, and just use up the rest of that little bit right there. So that gives me 16. Okay, so that's pretty good. I got obsidian. Do I have wool? There's the 2 wool I need. The ender pearls. Now that... No, I do have ender pearls. I know I have ender pearls. And I think I put those in here. So, if I were to go like that, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing the tank. I always forget something. And I don't have iron. I really need to get everything hooked up. I really do. You've probably noticed me open like the chest and see my ME cables in there. Like, why don't you have that stuff all hooked up? Well, one of the main reasons is having a small little AE system like this simply allows me to keep the power demand of the AE system pretty low right now while I haven't got like a full power system hooked up yet. That's why I'm making the windmill to give me supplemental lava, plus these dynamos here to actually give me the power I wanted. I was really hoping a couple episodes ago I would have the power and the supply out of the bio stuff that I wanted to get, but I just really wasn't getting it. And I would end up, needing like a huge tank with like, 50 squid in it, which, would be kind of cool if you're powering it all off of that, but, it just didn't work out. And I came up with another design using the steam dynamos, just using like a bunch of like a junk, which I'm actually going to kind of use. I think, like I said, I'm going to use multiple sources of power. I'm going to use a little farm, like, make sure I don't break the glass here. I'm going to use that little setup over here and get a little jungle tree set up, and then have the harvesters harvest jungle trees and then chop it down. I'm going to get all the jungle wood and put it into a furnace, and that's going to make me my charcoal, and then charcoal is going to go in the steam dynamo and whatnot. But all that kind of takes power. The lava is just, that's all you need. So it's kind of nice, not having to have like a ton of stuff. But yeah, that's just like one source of power. So I'm going to try and get, lots of other sources of power. So I'm going to make 2 there, and then I need some color. Color. Let's use green. I have some here somewhere, I believe. Where are you? I know I got some saguaro cactus from somewhere. There you are. Now hopefully this... No, of course it doesn't. Milkite. Oh, love that stuff. It just converts stuff like when you need it. And I go like here, and like that. Alright. So, one of the things I want to do is to go ahead and, let's see, I will put you, I'm going to go ahead and put the, I'll put you there, like that, and let's go ahead and mark you there. Alright, so that's all I needed to do with you. Before, in case I accidentally die, I'm going to put you guys up back where you were. And then I think I will go ahead and, oh, I can't go to the windmill yet because I haven't put these in the table yet. That's one thing that's nice about being a streamer is people can notice that type of stuff and tell you, hey, you forgot this. Hopefully this will work. We will find out. I will meet you back at the windmill. Be right back, guys. And I'm back, guys. So here we are on my mountain in the sky, and we've hit the limit of where the jetpack can take us. So now I gotta jump up the rest of the way here, which is kind of a little bit of a pain. I think that's just a limit of the jetpack here, unfortunately. But I want to make the power suit add-on and get that going. I've been toying around with that in my test world. I've never built a power suit. I've always relied on stuff from IC2, namely the, where are you? There you are. The quantum armor and the advanced jetpack and stuff like that. But that's not in this pack, so I don't have any of that to do with. Go down there. Alright, so you gonna work? Ta-da! It does work. And okay, you are working and you're not glitching, right? Yeah. Cool. So yeah, here we are. We are getting 115 EU per tick. Not bad. And that's charging this little MFE guy up real nicely. And I just realized something. I forgot the lava fabricator. So yeah, a lot of good that trip did us. Derp. That's probably why I was thinking about bringing the Tesseract, because I could probably just transfer the power, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Well, that's actually going at a pretty good clip. That's not bad. It's already got 150,000 EU. That's real nice. Sterling generator? Huh. Never even noticed that stuff. I really need to check out some of these other mods. Anyway, I'm getting pretty close to the end of the video, so I'm going to go back to the base and see if I've built the lava fabricator. I'm not sure if I have or not. I probably didn't. Probably forgot about it. If so, I will go ahead and hook that up here. I'll just hook it probably like right next to the thing, and then hook up the tank and fluid into it so I can get that thing going. Hopefully that produces a pretty good amount of lava from this little sucker, so I can get the dynamos going. So I will see you back at the base. Alright guys, back again, and I got the lava fabricator over there. And the other thing I noticed on another trip back here that I forgot was one of those guys. I had made those so I could keep the chunk loaded, because if I'm not over there, it's not really going to work because that chunk will be unloaded. So I went ahead and came back, grabbed the spot loader, took it all the way back over there, and it is now running. As you can see here, it's slowly filling up with a little bit of lava. So now I should be able to get my ender thingies where I want them. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I will put, yeah, maybe I shouldn't put it over there because this is kind of a long distance, but You know, I don't need this over here necessarily anymore. So let me go ahead and get rid of you, because you're going to go into a different location anyway. So that is an input. So, and this is going to look ugly. So, which is not something I like. You know, like I just said at the beginning of the episode, I like this kind of things to be aesthetically pleasing. And this is not going to be. Anyway, that can go there, and then I will simply go like, how do I want to do this? Oh, I'm missing one. Right there. Like here, here, and here. And, oh, well, that really didn't work out the way I wanted it to do. Not did it. Here, no, I'll go here, like that, and like that. Yeah, there we go. And to make things more uniform, I will go like that, and like that. Yeah, there we go. So, oh, did that do anything? No. Alright. So now I will just hit you there, and ta-da! Now all those things, that thing's going to drain all the way down. And actually, I've kind of messed up. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. What I want to do is drain that out of here. And I got a red one going into here. So actually, I want to drain that out of here. I actually wanted to make that one over there be red. Shoot. Well, I think that's what I will do. I will go ahead and fix that over there once again, because I want to drain the lava tank, and I want that stuff to go into the lava tank. So I was not thinking whatsoever. But in the meantime, that's got a bunch of lava in it. No, that's full, that's full, that's full, and that's full. Wow, that really dumped more lava than I thought there would be. And this is actually filling with lava. And these are still all full. Huh. That's actually producing a lot more lava than I thought it would. That's really kind of nice. And that thing is throwing into here. Huh. Well, I might be in better shape than I thought. I didn't think that thing was going to produce that much lava. Anyway, I'm probably at the 30-minute mark, if not a little bit over. So I want to cut the episode there, guys. Next episode, what I think I'll do is I'll probably improve upon the design of that, and probably actually maybe even reorganize this. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. Not sure what I'm gonna do, but I will figure out something interesting. If you have comments, ideas, leave them below. If you like the video, please leave me a like. Like on the video, I would sure appreciate it. Share and comment on it as you want. Thanks, guys. See you later.